But I'm telling you right now that it is real, that it is painful, it is brutal. And I'm standing here before you, willing to take the hate, willing to take all the negative messages and tell you that I beg you to wake up, to speak out, and to not fall.
The internet was not ready for what happened next. Not after the leaked audios. Not after the donor chaos. Not after the mentor scandal. But everything changed the night Micky McCoy's wife went live on a late-night stream, her face swollen from tears, her hands trembling, her voice cracking every few seconds. Everyone stopped scrolling. This wasn't a performance. It wasn't a stunt. It wasn't content made for views. She said one sentence that shattered the conservative online world: "I'm done protecting Erika Kirk." She lied to everyone. And she knows exactly what the TPUSA chief of staff did. The reaction was instantaneous. The comments flooded in like a digital landslide. What did Erika do with the chief of staff? What was she hiding? The tension was palpable, and the viewers could feel it through the screen. Micky McCoy's wife wasn't smiling or teasing the audience. She wasn't in control of the drama. She was terrified. Every few seconds, she glanced off camera as if someone was watching. Her hands shook violently while she wiped away tears, and her voice dropped so low at times that the words barely escaped. Then she said the line that made everyone stop breathing: Erika didn't just know what was happening. She helped cover it. The chat exploded. Cover what? Cover who? And why was she shaking so badly? People began to screen record the stream, desperate to capture every moment. She continued, faster now, words spilling as if the truth itself was burning her mouth. She had messages, screenshots, documents from Micky's phone, and a voicemail, a terrifying voicemail, from someone in Erika's inner circle, warning her to stay silent if she loved her family. And then she whispered something that chilled the entire internet: they planned something, and Micky knew. That's why he left that night. The audience went wild. Which night? What were they planning? And before she could give more details, her screen glitched, the lights flickered behind her, and she looked off camera again, eyes wide with fear. Then, in a whisper no one could ignore, she said, "They're here." The stream ended abruptly. No goodbye. No sign-off. Just black. Within seconds, the internet erupted in panic. Every Twitter account, Reddit thread, YouTube breakdown, and Instagram page screamed for answers. Is she safe? What happened? Who's there? And at the center of the storm, Erika Kirk remained silent. People began connecting dots, piecing together old messages, old screenshots, things they'd been too afraid to share. The question that haunted everyone: what did Erika and the TPUSA chief of staff do that made Micky McCoy's wife risk everything to go public? The truth had been simmering beneath the surface for years. It was a truth no one wanted to speak aloud. Every person who got close had been silenced, discredited, or terrified into deleting evidence. But Micky's wife wasn't just another witness. She was someone who had seen it all firsthand. She was close to Erika, close enough to know her patterns, to understand her manipulations. Micky and his wife had once been part of Erika's inner circle. They weren't just casual acquaintances, they attended private dinners, secret retreats, encrypted chats, shared hotels during political conferences. And Erika? She had a way of drawing people in, warm, inviting, persuasive, right until she no longer needed them. Micky had adored Erika. He believed in her vision. He believed she was destined for greatness in conservative leadership. But his wife always sensed something different, a cold calculation beneath the kindness, a hunger behind the smiles, a plan hidden behind prayers. She had kept quiet because Micky trusted Erika, because he believed in the chief of staff as a protector and strategist. But the messages and documents she uncovered painted a different story entirely. The chief of staff wasn't protecting anyone. He was orchestrating everything. He controlled who spoke, who moved, who could be trusted. He filtered every interaction, managed every donor conversation, and positioned himself as the gatekeeper to Erika's trajectory. One message Micky discovered read, "She's ready for phase 2. We need to get rid of the loose ends first." Loose ends. The same phrase Erika used about others. The same phrase Joe Rogan had mentioned in leaked audios. Micky's wife realized the horrifying truth: they weren't dealing with ordinary politics or strategy. This was a shadow network, a grooming system, a hierarchy carefully designed to protect Erika and the chief of staff's interests while eliminating threats. And Micky? He was becoming a liability. The breaking point came one night when Micky returned home from a private retreat looking pale and terrified. He confessed to his wife that something big, dangerous, and highly secretive was in motion. Erika wanted to be insulated, and the chief of staff had stated plainly, "Some people have to be sacrificed for the movement." Sacrificed. The word haunted her. When she asked who, Micky could only reply, "People who know too much. People who get emotional. People who can't be trusted." The next night, a voicemail arrived at 1:17 a.m. Someone in Erika's circle left a threatening message, "Stay quiet. Delete everything. There are people watching." That voicemail shook Micky to the core. He began deleting messages, unaware that backups existed. That's when his wife discovered the evidence: screenshots, notes, voice memos, and secret chats, all pointing to Erika and the chief of staff as the architects of something far more dangerous than anyone imagined. Micky disappeared that night. He left without explanation. Days passed with no texts, no calls, no answers. That silence pushed his wife to the edge. Protecting him meant speaking out. And that's when she went live, trembling, tearful, terrified, exposing the truth she had been forced to witness. But what triggered her panic during the live stream? A second device, an old tablet that had never been used, lit up on its own. A notification from an app she didn't recognize appeared: Movement Protocol Update. A list of names popped up: Erika, the chief of staff, mentors, strategists, political influencers, all ranked under an influence tier system. And at the bottom, under liabilities, were two names, Micky McCoy and hers. She screamed. Not loudly, not theatrically, but quietly, brokenly. That is why she panicked. That is why she ended the live stream. That is why she could no longer remain silent. The internet continues to buzz, still piecing together the implications. The messages, the voicemails, the threats, the disappeared husband, the live stream, everything paints a portrait of a political machine so meticulously controlled, so ruthlessly managed, that even those closest to it are expendable. And at the center of it all, Erika Kirk and the TPUSA chief of staff remain silent, leaving the world to wonder, will Micky McCoy ever be found? And how many more truths are buried just out of reach? The moment Micky's wife said, "They're here," the world understood something chilling: this isn't just politics. This is control. This is manipulation. This is a network that doesn't tolerate witnesses. And for anyone who dares to look too closely, there's only one rule: stay silent or disappear. That list wasn't random. It was an internal index, a death order, or worse, a silencing list. People who knew too much or posed a threat to the blueprint. Micky and his wife were on the same line. Hours after the live stream ended, a small anonymous account posted a 7-second clip, grainy security footage showing a man limping through shadows. The angle was bad, the face unclear, but the clothes were Micky's. Comments exploded: "He escaped. He's alive. Someone find him." But 2 seconds before the clip ended, another shadow appeared. Broad-shouldered, slow-moving, the same figure seen outside Joe Rogan's studio, the same operative driving the SUV that had stalked Erika. He wasn't walking toward Micky. He was hunting him. Then came a leaked text from a staffer inside the chief of staff's office: "They're not trying to silence him. They're trying to retrieve something he took." People panicked. What did Micky have? The answer: Protocol V. Not just a file, it was a playbook, referenced in Erika's private messages, aggressively guarded by the chief of staff, something the master insisted must never reach the public. The staffer admitted in his message, "I copied it. That's why they're after him." The internet connected the dots. Threats, disappearances, the live stream, the SUV, the mysterious operative, it all revolved around Protocol V. Then came a second clip, showing the shadow clearer this time, captioned, "He found him." Frenzy exploded online. Verified insiders warned, if Protocol V leaked, several major conservative figures could be ruined. Pastors and political analysts joined the conversation, cryptically confirming the file's influence. The public realized, this wasn't just a scandal. This was a coordinated, far-reaching operation. Screenshots of private Accusations staff messages leaked, "We need to find McCoy. Get the file before it spreads. Don't let donors see it. Director wants results by morning." Observers connected the dots, the director orchestrated everything. He directed Erika, the chief of staff, the operatives, and even the influence tier system. The shadow tracking Micky? The director's operative. The operative wasn't the first to reach the tablet. Someone else was there first. A hidden image surfaced, a figure crouched over the cracked tablet, partially hidden, scrolling frantically through its files. The online crowd realized instantly, it was Micky's wife. She hadn't gone live out of fear or anger. She went live because she saw the file. She knew the director's plan, Erika's role, and why Micky was followed. She knew she was next. The night vision image sealed the terror, a woman sprinting between trees, a man closing in behind her. Caption, "She has the file. He has the order." Micky may have sacrificed himself to buy her seconds. She had Protocol V, the file powerful enough to expose everyone. The director's operative was closing in, the movement hunting her, and the internet watched in real time as the political nightmare unfolded. Questions remain, did she escape with the tablet? Did the operative catch her? Was Micky alive, hiding, or lost? Who left the final warning voicemail, "He's not coming for him. He's coming for you"? One thing is clear, she has the file, she knows too much, and the most dangerous game is just beginning.